You are locked into NuSound Radio, 92 FM, and that was Redzz featuring Shay Prisoner. And we do have Redzz in the building right now.
Yo, what's good, people?
What's happening, Redzz? How you doing?
I'm all good, brother.
Thank you for coming down. Thank you for coming down for the NuSound.
My pleasure, G.
So, Redzz, what's happening to us? Redzz, how'd you get started? First of all, let's let our listeners know where you come from, you know, because you are part of the community.
Yeah.
You are someone that's based in, you know, East London, and someone that's done big things. And I think throughout this interview, our listeners are going to know more about Redzz and what your journey is.
Yeah, for real. Well, my name's Redzz, from East London. Many of you may have heard of me, some of you may not. Yeah, I started in the game back in the days when I was younger and rap battles. I was also a DJ on radio, on a pirate radio station. And then, yeah, it all kicked off from there, really.
And, you know, when you say pirate radio station stuff, what kind of music was you doing back then? And
back then, we were like one of the first ones to start playing UK-only based shows. So that was really what I was playing back then, supporting UK.
No, that's great, that's great. And, you know, what made you start music?
Well, it's the only thing I've ever really been into, you know what I mean? Back in the days when I was in school, I used to carry around a little recorder. I used to record rhymes in there and stuff like that. So. I do recall coming to Redd's house a long time ago and seeing Tupac pictures all over his wall, and he was always, you know, since I've known you, you've always been into music, actually. Yeah. And you started from, you know, recording in your house on a mic with a sock over it just to get that dynamic microphone with a towel wrapped around it for the quality. Yeah, I started from that.
Now you've progressed to you know, having your own studio, you know, working with various artists.
The same people that were on my wall, I've worked with quite a lot of them now. So
I know. So tell us, Redzz, let's start from the beginning. Tell us your journey. Like, how did it all start for Redzz? How did, you know, the collaboration start? You know.
Well, basically, after college, after doing the rap battles, I went in to start recording real songs and real studios, and all went from there, really. My manager, Sal, he started networking in America, made some links. They got to hear my songs and they were feeling it, so I started working with a lot of American-based artists in the beginning.
So tell us, you know, what was your first song? That was, you know, TQ, also Young Noble, Outlaws. How did that come about? That's a big look. That's Tupac Outlaws right there.
Especially for the time as well, because not a lot of people were doing American collabos back then. So
how did that collaboration come about?
Really and truly, that was down to my manager Sal. As I said, he went to America, networked, got my music played over there on some New York-based radio stations. And he made some contacts over there, played the tunes that liked it, so we made it happen.
Yeah, and also you guys did a video as well for that one.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, the Nate Dogg was meant to be on that tune instead of TQ. Yeah. But because obviously he had health issues, ended up being TQ on the song. So.
But that's still a big look for, you know, someone from East London on a tune with, you know, Outlaws. I listen to them every day.
Yeah, so do I.
And then from there, where did you go from there? Like, you've also worked with a lot of artists, to be honest. I can name quite a few.
Yeah, from there, got played on a lot of TV channels, all the major outlets, radio stations as well, and started working with more UK-based acts, such as Sway, and that started hearing my name, started working with Sway, as Roll Deep, even people like Jessica Lowndes as well, so Sugar Babes.
Yeah, I did see a picture with on your Instagram with you and one of the Sugar Babes girl. Is that something that's going to come up, you know, in your new album, or? Really,
she come to my studio. She was working on a lot of her own stuff, but we're going to try and make something happen with her as well.
You know, I did hear a little story. I don't know if it's true, but you worked with someone from a TV show in America.
Oh, Jessica Lowndes. Yeah, 902. Was it 901-210 or something? 901. I don't watch it, but yeah, apparently she's quite
did she come and do a song with you, or how did that come
She was working on her own stuff, but I've got a song with her. That's there. No one's heard it yet, but we're planning on that being on the next album.
We need to get a NuSound exclusive with that one then.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
So, Redzz, let's talk about your song a bit. This Alive and Kickin for the World Cup that's coming up. How did that come about?
Boy, obviously the World Cup's a big deal.
Yeah.
I wanted to be first in the doors of a World Cup song. I'm obviously a massive football fan as well, so it wasn't just like jumping on a wave or anything. In the video, I visit over 40 football teams across the country. So that video was really long to do, but yeah, I'm quite happy with it in the end.
No, that is a great song. And so what's the plans for that song? It's gonna, you know, it's in the bid right now. And how can people support that, you know, for that to come out?
Well, you can go check the video out now on YouTube. It's got football stars like Yaya Toure in the video, football manager Chris Hooton. I'm also performing on Leighton Orient's pitch with a Leighton Orient player called Sean Batt. Yeah, so that song should be out on iTunes next week. And yeah, so go support that. Let's make it one of the big World Cup songs.
You know, that would be great. You know, someone from the community, someone from East London being in the World Cup. That's a great look, you know, especially for you as well, Redzz.
Yeah.
You know, World Cup is going to be a big thing this year, especially being in Brazil. But, you know, just leaving the song for a second and coming back to you as a person, you know, how has your struggle been from someone from East London, especially, you know, we talked to Nick earlier on as well, and he's saying, you know, an upcoming artist, you know, faces a lot of struggle, people don't help him, you know. Is that something that you faced as well, or...?
Yeah, but I think everyone faces struggles in their life, no matter what you want to do. You have to go through struggles, do you know what I mean? If you want to be a musician, or if you want to be a doctor, whatever you want to do, you're going to have struggles, you're going to have trials and tribulations, and you just got to pull through it. And if you really want it that bad, you'll get there in the end. Yeah,
no, that's true. You have to, you know, work hard for what you want.
Of course.
And I think that's what you've done, your progression, coming from, you know, your
bedroom. You got to make sure that when you're doing music, for like music artists out there, when you're doing music, you just got to concentrate on the music and don't get caught up in all the other BS, you know what I mean?
Yeah. With music, I wouldn't know, but, you know, is there politics involved? Or,
of course.
You know, when it comes to PRS or doing a contract with someone, especially because with you as well, Redzz, you work with people in America. Yeah. So does that politics get involved in that, or, you know, what happens there? What's the situation with that?
Well, the politics are mainly within the industry. It's not so much the artist. Like, most artists we can like make good music, and talk about the contracts and the cuts and splits when the song starts doing well. When we think, the song's gonna blow up, then we can like sit down, come to an agreement. You know what I mean? But mainly the politics are more in the industry. There's a lot of people like supporting only their friends or something like that. You know what I mean? So there is a lot of politics, but you just got to carry on with the music. And
No, I totally agree. That's why, you know, on NuSound we try to support anyone in the community, or anyone send us a song, we regularly play it. Because I used to be a musician a long time ago, and I know how it feels when there is no support. And a lot of people don't know this, but Redzz is actually one of the people that started me up in music, and we've been working together for a long time.
Of course, G.
Yeah, so we're going to get back to Redzz after these messages. Make sure you lock in 92 FM.
To advertise your business on NuSound Radio, call 0208 472 9994.
You are locked into NuSound Radio 92 FM, and we do have Redzz in the building with us today. So Redzz, you know what? Let's talk more about this Alive and Kickin song now. First of all, how did this start?
Alive and Kickin, how did it start? Well, I was just sitting there, World Cup's coming, I thought, you know what, I need to do a World Cup song. I'm a massive football fan, and I had this idea in a video of me going to all the football stadiums in the country. We managed 40, which is a lot, up and down the country, from Newcastle to Liverpool, from Liverpool to London, Birmingham, everywhere. So we got more or less the whole country represented in the video. It's also a proper football song. It's not one of those commercial Shakira ones that you've been hearing, you know what I mean? So it's a proper football song. Football fans will like it. And yeah, man, that's how I came back.
But how did like Fever or contact you and say, okay, you know, we like your song, you know, we want to play it for the World Cup? How did that come about?
Again, that's to go down to my manager. He's always networking, sending emails, going to meetings and hooking things up for me. So yeah.
So that can possibly mean we might see Redzz at the World Cup then.
Yeah, man, performing in the World Cup final. That'll be the one.
And the video is out as well.
The video is out on YouTube right now. You can go check it out. Redzz, Alive and Kickin. Remember, Redzz is spelled with 2 Zs.
Make sure you check that out. And Redzz, you know, just for the listeners listening, tell us what football team you support as well.
Boy, I support Liverpool. I've been supporting them since I was a kid. I also support my local team, which is Leyton Orient.
Yeah.
But I support Liverpool a little bit longer, because obviously when you're a kid you want to support a big team and stuff. So Liverpool was the one that I started supporting. But as I got older, I started following my hometown team, which is Leyton Orient, a bit more.
And is it England for the World Cup to win, or?
I would love England to win. I think they might do well, you know. I think they might shock a few people. But if I'm honest, I think they might just fall in the final hurdle. But my fingers are crossed for England, of course.
And, you know, when are you going to find out if the song's going to go through or not, and how long is that going to take?
Through in what way?
Like, you know, because right now your current song is in the bid.
Yeah.
So how long until you find out, okay, that is going to be the actual, you know, World Cup song?
Well, hopefully in a few months. Obviously the World Cup isn't started yet. It's not even began. Yeah. So we're just doing the groundwork at the moment. Obviously it's being played in quite a few football stadiums for the final weeks of the season.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to go to radio, going to go to TV, and it's growing in popularity. FIFA already know about it and stuff, so they're keeping an eye on it. So hopefully we'll be going into some games as well.
And how can people support your World Cup song? Like, do they need to go to a website? They need to, you know, how's that support work for that song?
Well, any bloggers out there, feel free to post it on the blogs, word of mouth. if anyone's talking about the World Cup, make sure you tell them, have you checked out that Redzz Alive and Kickin song? And yeah, that's the best way. Word of mouth is always the best way.
And Redzz, you know what? You are also doing other things as well other than music. You're also doing a clothing line.
Yeah, Boomoo.
Boomoo. What does Boomoo mean?
Well, I had a clothing line idea before. It was called Boom. I was doing also TV. Obviously, Boomoo is like Boomoo clothing. It's Boomoo TV. Boomoo directing. We also film the studio. Boomoo is a movement. It's a nation. So it's Boomoo Nation. And yeah.
How did the name Boomoo come about?
Basically, I had an idea called Boom, but then my boy Ayo, he had a tune out called Boom Ayo. So I thought, nah, let me just in case I might be treading on some toes. So I thought, let me find out what else I can call it. So I went on Google, typed in Boom in Japanese, and basically Boomoo is Boom in Japanese, and that's all it is.
So that is great. And what you got? You guys have clothes and
hoodies, beanies, merchandise, filming. So if you need any music videos, anything filmed, holler at us on Twitter. That's at Boomoo TV, or you can holler at me directly at It's Redzz. Redzz spelled with 2 Z's. Check out the YouTube /Boomoo TV.
So Redzz, you are in the bid for the World Cup.
Yes.
So we are looking forward to seeing you there as well.
Yes.
And so you're doing the clothing line as well, which is a big look. And
yeah,
just want to ask a couple last minute questions. We are getting to the end of the show, but the football stadiums, when you did go and record the videos, did they allow you access, or how did that work out?
Yeah, a few of them did. We filmed on Everton's pitch and on the seats and on the pitch as well. And Leyton Orient was the main one. Obviously, that's my hometown team, so I'm right in the centre circle of the pitch, also with the football player Sean Batt on Leyton Orient's pitch as well.
And also you had someone from Manchester City?
Yaya Toure.
Yaya Toure.
Yeah, he's in the video doing a little cameo as well.
That's a big look. And we did mention this last week on our show that you performed at Leyton Orient.
Yeah, well, the song was showcased at Leyton Orient. Yeah, so I'll come down on the pitch, introduce the song in front of 9,000 people. And yeah, so
what's next? What's going to happen? What's 2014 have for Redzz?
Well, at the moment, I'm just finishing my second album. You can go and buy my last album called Recognition. And yeah, so that's on iTunes, so go cop that in the meantime. But I'm working on my second album. It's almost complete. I'm going to the States when it's finished. Got a lot more videos coming as well, but I'm going to the States with the album.
Okay.
So
anyone from America you're going to be working with that, we can get an insight on now?
I've got quite a few things hooked up.
Maybe
I don't know if I should say.
If you're gonna tell me Puff Daddy, I'm gonna come with you straight away.
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it.
Don't tell me J-Lo.
But I've got a couple big names on the album.
What do you think about the UK scene right now, Redzz?
Do you want my honest opinion?
We want of course we want your honest opinion. But what do you think about the scene as the grime scene, or the urban Asian scene, or the Bhangra scene, or? Well,
I don't know too much about the Asian scene. Obviously, I'm not really in the Asian scene. It's not really my forte, but in regards to the UK scene, I think it's like it needs a rebirth. I think the whole music industry needs a rebirth. I think there's a lot of bubblegum music coming out at the moment. I think we need to go to grassroots and really start handpicking talent, because there's too many artists that are not really artists. They've just got access to a studio and releasing tunes.
Yeah. But is there anyone from UK that you do want to work with and
Yeah. Dizzy Rascal. I've always been a big fan of Dizzy.
He's always,
Basement Jacks. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the old school lot.
No, that is a big look. And, Redzz, where can our, listeners find you on Instagram, Twitter?
Yeah.
Can just give your details out.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter. That's at It's Redzz. Redzz was spelled with 2 Z's. And if you hashtag me Alive and Kickin, I'll automatically follow you back. Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram. That's at It's Redzz as well. And Facebook / It's Redzz, I believe, as well.
And Redzz, I'm just going to have to ask you this quickly. How did the name Redzz come about?
Well, it's a long story, but I used to live in an old block in Cattle, Leytonstone, that was called Redwood Tower. So it always came from there, really. It went to Red, just normal Red, and then it just evolved into Redzz.
Yeah. Nah, that's good. That is Redzz, and you can catch him on his Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, wherever you got. You said the details. Redzz, you want to introduce the song that we're about to play?
Yeah, this is Redzz, and Sammy is just about to play my new FIFA World Cup 2014 tune. It's called Alive and Kickin. Go show your support and follow me on Twitter. Yeah, at It's Redzz. Don't know.
And here comes Redzz. He's got some people are on the pitch. They think it's all over. Lace up your boots and bring your best game, cause I come with unbelievable takers, remember the name. Ain't a show, but this kind of skill brings money.
You're logged into 92 FM, NuSound Radio, and that was Redzz Alive and Kickin.
Yes. What's good, people? It's your boy Redzz. That was my new tune, Alive and Kickin, for the FIFA World Cup 2014. You can go and check the video out on YouTube, Redzz Alive and Kickin. Just type it in, watch that, show your support, send it around. Follow me on Twitter, @It'sRedz, Redzz spelled with 2 Z's. Instagram, @It'sRedz. Yeah, go download my last album, Recognition, off iTunes as well. Show your support, and peace out, yeah?
Thank you very much, Redzz, for being in the studio with us today.
Number love, man.
I do appreciate that. And you guys support Redzz, the community, someone from the community as well, who could be in the World Cup. You never know, we could see him.
Could be lifting the cup myself.
You never know. You might even play for Brazil.
Let's not push it.
But we are coming to the end of the community show. I'll be on from Tuesday and Wednesday from 12 to 1 next week. My name is Sammy. Thank you for listening.